All right. Well, with that out of the way, then, and again, I am so sorry, chat. Hopefully, a refresh of the chat room will fix things. Now we get to go with honestly one of the better Tell Your Tale episodes that I've seen, and I am 100% for it. Seriously, I
Oh,
love this.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. One sec. I will be back.
No problem. It's taking me a second just to even find the little round thing that they do that makes things easy to. Anyway, so what is the episode? What liquids? Non-potable liquids. Potable is basically Old English meaning safe to drink or drinkable. In other words, you don't. These are drink liquids you do not want to drink. This is the jungle juice. This is the jungle juice that is in the airport. You don't want to drink it.
In certain places in Europe, you will still have your shower and bath water as water you're not supposed to drink.
That's actually a very common thing for campers and RVs.
Yeah.
Oh, I am back. What episode? What was it called?
It's episode 21, and the episode is My Bananas.
My Bananas.
Ah,
there it is. All right.
Yep. Banana phone.
So this was a fun episode because immediately it brings back to mind the old history of the Brony community, including Celestia and her banana bag.
Banana.
I am a banana.
So of course the episode goes as happy as you can be. Sunny is off on her cart doing sunny things. And unfortunately, because things do happen, she trips.
And kills someone.
And all of her smoothies gone, everyone in the bananas go all over her.
She trips. And unfortunately, the only thing she can cry in her time is, my bananas.
My cabbages.
Yes.
Oh, you beat me to it.
And not only that, somehow she manages to fall right in front of a camera as it's taking a picture. The best photobomb ever to exist.
That will be a meme of legends.
Ground zero.
So, of course,
Shit's face.
So this is basically asking for them to be in the show.
So,
of course, the horror of the family is great.
So, of course, Sunny is now covered in bananas. And not only is she covered in bananas, she is literally surrounded by every single pony in the entire block.
That little guy recording her.
Yeah, the little guy knew what he was doing.
I see a male and a female version. One of either totally a Frankenstein, the other one a unicorn.
So, of course, with anything that becomes viral nowadays and somebody records it, they didn't get permission. It doesn't matter because they posted it online in about 5 seconds.
Even the news is on a slow day. It's like, let's just react to this and man.
Welcome to the news. Here we're gonna laugh at somebody's misery.
Well, if you think about it, though, she is big news.
True enough.
People would be following her around. So whenever she shows up even a little bit, it just makes sense for news companies to throw a highlight on there. Yeah. So.
And not only do we get the news and different talk shows showing the clip over and over for everybody to see, it actually got to the point of getting remixed into music.
That just looks painful right there.
This is giving me big early day Brony fandom vibes. Like every remixes and all still old and new stuff.
Yep.
Like someone's kid.
So of course, whenever anybody in this day and age finds out that they have been outed,
Age Against the Machine.
There's first a moment of quiet contemplation. I don't know why this image speaks to me somehow.
Know what this reminds me of? The meme with the wolves. Laughing and yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're not laughing, but they're laughing on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like there's two wolves just like completely losing it, and then you see the one in the middle just completely unimpressed.
And of course, Izzy has to go ahead and recap and rub it in.
Yep.
Yeah, you
So-
fell in bananas. I trash dive for a living, but you fell on bananas.
Honestly,
Stop
to
stealing
me,
my grit, bro.
Izzy, at least everything that I've seen about Izzy, she's like the worst friend ever. God.
She's
Blame
one
the
of,
lack of social interaction.
she's a good friend, but she really does also need to realize social cues. Which, considering she's basically was a unicorn outcast, I get that she probably wouldn't have a bit of a tough time with them.
Take a hint. Shut up.
And of course, this leads to the panic, the utter meltdown,
Oh. You might
and then
have-
hiding away, hoping that the internet
your
no longer
cocoon.
exists.
She's just hiding in her cocoon until everything blows over.
Pretty much.
She's in quiet town.
And not only that, she decides
Well,
she does the worst thing you could possibly do: doom scrolling.
Oh no.
Instead of just going with it, you get the banana hats, banana
I demand
outfit.
royalties.
Yes. Dude, the stream is not getting full feel of these images. They're a bit lower on the screen and behind the little GIF.
Oh, sorry. Let me. But nobody
Yeah, I
wants
didn't
to.
notice that because I was watching the Discord side.
My bad. There we go. That should help a little bit. My apologies.
Luna.
I thought they were higher up in the past.
All right. Let me know if that helps. I'll keep a better eye on chat. Anyway, here is the Karen winning a game show by mentioning the bananas.
Oh.
And like her life is looking up after being destroyed by these idiots.
And everybody, including the Queen, gets managed to get her moment in, which you're kind of screwed if even the Queen can get a jab in.
Yep.
I'm absolutely loving this.
Just don't show your face for like a week or two. Maybe leave town. Don't ever come back. That's an option too.
Forget a week or
But-
two of how much this has blown up.
Well,
Months.
she tries to wait for 24 hours. Of course, everybody gets concerned because she's not making them waffles that morning. This is what you get when you
want
become
our
the.
waffles.
We
No,
want our
we
waffles
our
and
pancakes.
Yeah, we like waffles. Yeah, we like pancakes, and we want some Prince toast too.
Can't wait to get a mouthful.
Where's the waffles?
Yeah. Wow.
Adam,
How old
Sorry,
are
you're
we?
having a bad time, but where's my waffles?
Yeah. Food? Just being a bunch of cats.
Yeah, you know what would be good in those waffles? Bananas. I'm so... Oh god.
I half expected Izzy to say that.
I feel that.
I can almost feel that a little bit. This image feels like it's so easy to just run with it with everything.
You know
Where's
what
the
would be-
bananas, Sonny?
You know what would be good with my cereal? Bananas.
So anyway, finally Pip is like, you know what? I think I need to give my expertise in this. So she pulls the
that's
blankets
sanity.
off.
She does celebrity.
I'm back.
Celebrity.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I have watched and yes, quality.
Yes, we're still going through it because I'm just having so much fun with Izzy making horrible demands. So anyway, they decide, you know what, Sonny, we're going to tell you about our embarrassing moments. And we get over it. It's like, yeah, there's a time I tried to chase a critter and apparently it was a jewel thief. Not only did I fail, but it used me as a trampoline where
How
everybody
could you
can
say? How could you avoid the fact that he said Raccoonicorn? Raccoonicorn is canon.
Raccoonicorn, yeah.
Raccoonicorn is canon, and that's a very fun thing to say. I recommend everyone say it. It
Oh no,
sounds-
I've been saying Raccoonicorn a lot. I'm just having fun with the shenanigans here.
It's so perfect.
And there was this one guy eavesdropping on Hitch telling this story. He's like, "Hey, you are the Raccoonicorn guy."
Yeah, unfortunately, Hitch's idea that hey he got over it didn't work because somebody literally came up and referenced it.
Shut. Never happened.
And of course, that
Tony
means
didn't
everybody gets
forget.
to laugh. Everybody gets to laugh at Hitch. Sunny now feels worse because she can't laugh along with them.
Join
Because
the dark
someone
side.
actually
Luke.
referenced what he said.
Izzy decides to remind her that she still wants the bananas with the waffles.
Hey, that's being a great friend.
I'm sorry. Why do I keep doing this? Izzy, why am I using you as a punching bag?
It's too easy.
Because you made her the punching bag.
Then finally, Pip is like, you know what? Guess what? I'm a social media celebrity. You know what that means? My life
No
is recorded
privacy.
24/7.
No privacy.
There's no
Who
privacy.
chose this life?
And that means everything I do is recorded forever. And she shows
Damn,
a
man.
literal top 10 Pip fails
By her fans.
by
No
your
less.
fans. Which
Do you think there's a sub account called Pip Fells instead of Pip Pedals?
I would
Pip
love to see Pip
Withers.
fails.
Nah, just Pip Fells.
So, failure to dance. Somehow slurping spaghetti so hard that it smacks you in the face.
It was two altogether.
Mm.
So basically, she's like, "Guess what? We all do stupid shit. Sometimes it gets recorded. It happens. It sucks."
Look at this nerd.
Yeah. See, this is when I accidentally.
The microphone.
See, this is when I accidentally sat down on that produce dispenser.
Oh,
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's.
Oh my
how
god!
you
I can't
know
believe
we
I didn't notice
promoted it.
this. The kid that recorded it was Kazoo.
Oh my god! Yes.
It was
yes, I
Kazoo
noticed.
Kid.
Well, that's glorious.
Oh wait, Pip, go back to the last image, Circuit.
I can't. I literally can't.
Yeah.
I have literally like 20 tabs up here. I can't. What was it?
Okay, that last image, like she sat on something yellow and again with a B.
It's on now.
Yeah, this is when I sat on your bananas.
Also,
Of course.
Circuit, damn, one day off from me being able to respond to that image with a kazoo.
Oh, so close yet so far.
Okay.
Don't be in my if you hate that idea. Don't be in my streams come next month.
Nah, I got my own kazoo. I will kazoo you back. So Pip does the honest thing. You're gonna make mistakes. They're gonna get recorded. We are living in the digital age, and it's because the Pegasus, unfortunately, are too technology advanced, and we must spread it through all corners of the Equestria. It's
And
our
push
fault
her
that
and
you're.
shove our superiority in your face.
It's our fault, but you're just gonna have to learn to literally live with your mistakes and, in fact, embrace them in some cases. So,
You can do with the internet is rage back against it because that just makes people more inclined to keep a hold of it.
Oh, they even have that picture framed.
yeah, they actually went completely nuts on this, and I love it.
Mhm.
But yeah, so Pip convinces Sunny to just go completely 100% on it by first exposing her to the entire public that she was in hiding. And then she goes up and starts making smoothies with bananas. Unfortunately, for some reason, she decides to blend the entire bananas with the peels. And that
Just
well,
It's good for the bones.
yeah.
yeah, I guess so. It just seems
It's
like a
not
lot of
good
banana.
for the blender though. It made the blender sick and spat it back at them.
But yes.
Good for the bones.
But everybody has a laugh.
for the bones.
Hitch gets caught up by another raccoonicorn. Is that the name? Yeah, Raccoonicorn.
Yes, it's a raccoonicorn.
Unicorn.
Yeah. Another Raccoonicorn. And yep, the lesson was learned that sometimes things will happen. You may get recorded. Best thing you can do is to, either embrace the joke and kind of run with it, and make the most of it.
I need that. I need just isolated audio, just that random pony in the crowd who just says, "Sonny, sign my banana."
Yes.
If you give me the episode, I can do that for you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
100%. I absolutely 100% love this episode because it actually has a lesson that can really be applied, especially nowadays with social media and the internet age, where everything gets recorded, things get uploaded. You will do stupid shit, and it will go out there once in a while, and there's nothing you can do about it to stop it. So you might as well embrace it.
Could I just note too that it's just kind of it feels weird, but I appreciate the fact that like we hear Pipsqueak or Pip Pedals. Why did I say Pipsqueak? Brain.
Because
Turn
you
on.
want to be a pipsqueak.
Okay.
Squaddles?
We or the Pip. We hear her say, meme. The word meme. She says memes.
Yeah, she does.
It feels weird because I'm not used to ponies saying memes, but the fact that it is
Neither
canon
am
that a
I.
pony has said memes makes me happy inside.
Mhm.
Has this
No
happened before? Is
official
this in another
rhyme.
episode? Did I just blank out until this moment?
I have never
Probably.
heard of it. I don't know if I've ever heard another episode where they mentioned memes. At least not yet.
There we go. We got something.
Mhm.
We got him now.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love the lesson. I love the humor in all of this, and just the fact that it's bananas of all things is even more great. Of course, the one thing that we'll never forget
Internet
is
Celestio ran with.
I'll never forget that.
Her front leg looks disjointed.
She did slip on a banana peel.
Well,
Her bananas.
Girl, see a doctor. Your front left leg is not right.
Well, something. I love bananas because they have no bones.
Do we need to remember Metal Gear like Metal Gear Rising, where somebody straight up says memes are the DNA of the soul?
Did they actually say that? That sounds like it would be. It sounds like a
Yes.
meme of a meme.
I
No, this
appreciate
game
that.
was completely insane. That was 100% in the game.
Same
I mean,
can be said for Maxor's videos on YouTube.
no, I mean, you got to remember something though. Nanomachines, son.
Ah,
Exactly.
yeah.
No.
Anyway, 100% love the episode, love the message. I absolutely think that this is one that even young kids need to give a listen to, because they're going to definitely be feeling this a lot more than adults.
Absolutely, Circuit.
Yeah. So yeah, this is one of those episodes which reminds me of just how My Little Pony can actually really have some really good moral lessons that can really help out people. And the bananas are just a wonderful send off to Celestia too. Bananas. Sorry. Anyway, anybody else have anything to add add to this?
no, but
Pip may be small, but damn, she has a big mouth.
I think they all have big mouths, but fair enough.
Bananas.
Sonny, sign my banana.
All right. Well, that is it for our Tell Your Tale exposition. Whatever. My word. I don't
Words.
know what words anymore.
Steal the show. Too late, Rarity.
So instead, now we're going to talk about Epic Games. I'm going to remember I probably should have loaded this before starting the show today.
I'll be right back. I just need to take care of something.
So really quick, while I get this loaded up and going, as we mentioned earlier in the show, Zen Pinball has released a new table a few days ago, and this one is especially important to all of us here at the Brony Show because it is a My Little Pony pinball table. So our goal here is to showcase it a little bit. Maybe see if we can get a few events to happen, maybe get a high score, have a little fun with it. But yes, pinball ponies. I very rarely play pinball games, and I very rarely ever give money to Epic. In fact, this is the first time I have ever given money to Epic. Ever. I usually only go for their free games, and I buy most of my stuff off of Steam because I don't like to spread my library out.
I do have to wonder, with this pinball game, because I saw that you can actually get the base game free, are you able to earn the things to purchase that free as well?
Honestly, I don't know what I ended up doing, and technically the game cost me $10, but not. They do the same thing as they do with a lot of mobile games, where you spend real money to get tickets, and you use these tickets to buy the table itself.
But by the way, for us here in the Discord, we're seeing your OBS and stuff.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
I always find it fun to see his scenes. I want to know what hold music means.
It doesn't mean as much as you think it does.
I also think it's a leftover from when we could do music.
And I forgot, this is loud. Okay, hold on.
I don't know why. After I said that, I just want to play Metal Gear Rising again because it was such an acid trip. It was so weird.
Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and switch over. So, Faye?
Oh yeah, check out my pinball hall with my one machine.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of
the
the...
room is dedicated to this.
I absolutely love the idea of this, that you got this big pinball hall and you can actually fill it with pinball machines and little trophies and trinkets as you complete challenges in the game. However, yeah, I'm probably just going to be playing the My Little Pony game for
Single.
for my own reasons. But yeah, to buy the game itself, it's pretty simple. You basically have to buy the tickets, use the tickets to buy the game. I had to buy 100 tickets because that's the lowest denomination they come in. The table was 60, so technically it was a $6 table, but I had to buy $10 worth of tickets, and I don't think I'm going to buy anything else, so yeah. Try to figure that one out.
My Little Pony Pinball.
Okay, so we're going to try a classic run of this first. Alright, and of course, okay, I just realized I probably shouldn't, whoop, not that, no, go, stop. Okay, I think I can move this over here without blocking anything. Because at the top left, you can see that there is one of those little LED graphics that you would sometimes see.
I can tell you if anything's blocking it. Okay, chat is blocking the lower left, and I'm not seeing the bound.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I could.
Yeah, I could see it too. There's nothing in the game. Does the game itself cost anything? The pinball game itself was free. Essentially, the pinball game is a launcher to launch all of these other pinball tables. So you pay for the tables themselves, but for the actual game launcher, it's completely free. Of course, it's also in early access, so grain of salt on that one a little bit.
And there may be ways of earning tickets in the pinball game by doing other tables. We don't know.
Alright, and... oops. Okay, here we go!
Relax. You're gonna do just fine. What makes you so sure? Because I have faith in my friends.
Checking this out, Zen Pinball originally released this in 2021 on the Apple Arcade. So, yeah, we didn't play it beforehand.
Hey, this game is easy.
The funny part is, this is actually the best I've done. I've tried this a couple of times just to make sure this could actually work on my computer. This is the best I've done
It's a
ever.
whole lot more fun than I thought.
The ball would literally drop right down the middle.
I thought it would be.
Yeah, like
I
that.
mean, just like that.
Yeah, just exactly like that.
You know, what's even more sweet is that we're inside the Golden Oaks Library.
No, no, no! Oh!
No,
See, like that. Exactly like that.
I'm not sure if that gave you a free ball just because it was annoying.
It did give me a free ball because it died too quickly, but now, yeah, if it died again, I'd be out of luck.
You're gonna do just fine. What makes you so sure?
Here comes.
Because I have faith in my friends, who also happen to be the best buckball players in Equestria.
Yeah, the only thing I don't know if it's using voice clips from the show or if it actually has its own recordings.
Well, hello there, Mr. Ball.
You know what? I still don't know.
This game is a whole
Okay.
lot more fun.
Commander
Oh,
saying you do that, you can do it one paddle at a time.
A whole bunch. You can't beat us if we never give up.
Oh, there's Chrissy. No, no. Oh, I got her. I got her. I smacked her with my ball. No!
Oh,
So sad.
All out.
Life.
okay, interesting.
Actually, I thought they said buckball players, not pinball. That's why I wasn't sure. But I did hear the hello, Mr. Ball, but that's why. Boo! Boo!
Oh, let's go.
Let's go. Let's do this, baby! No! Is that because I quoted Moist Critical?
If the
It's because of that, isn't it?
for a fight, we'll have one waiting for them.
We got a Tyrek.
Care to take 5 every
I'm gonna
pony?
tell.
Yeah, how are you controlling the paddles?
Shift. Left and right shift. I can also actually, I can hit control and spacebar to actually shift it around.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Okay, well, I'm just noticing that you seem to be very much on the hit both at the same time
It's a
way
habit.
of thinking.
It's a really weird habit of mine from when I played pinball as a kid. Right. Alright, let's try again. This time with a rocket. Oh shit! My attention was actually diverted by the rockets.
What on earth is that pony doing? Hey, Applejack.
Oh!
Do you want some
You
help?
did activate, a mode. This wants you to hit all those apples.
Look at all those apples. No!
This kind of fun. Cavalry's here!
Okay, maybe I should stop trying to do that. Okay.
Oh, so that's how it works. This place is so much work. Relax. You're gonna do just fine.
Oh, I didn't notice that before till now.
Because I have
What?
faith in my friends.
There's a flipper at the top right.
The best buckball players in Equestria.
Wait, you just have no.
I never noticed that till now.
All right.
Yeah, these things generally have that for getting to an alternate path up there.
Yeah.
See, I thought that was pretty standard with most pinball machines.
Not all. Certain
Uh,
boards.
And I played a lot of old school pinball games back in the day.
I thought it would be. It's
Oh.
exactly as
No,
I
no,
thought it
no!
would be.
Dang it! Cozy Glow! Cozy Glow!
Ruined it. Kept us from being honest with ourselves. I see how you are.
People think that she is the easier to redeem out of the three.
But yeah, you can also
All saved.
We all ready?
Danger,
Let's get this
danger.
Oh, here we go.
started.
Yep.
Do you think it's a surprise party?
ball by ball, pinning them together, smack it around. There the steel ball goes right now. Gotta smack it with the paddle.
Hi,
Make sure it
Mary.
doesn't go under the hole. This is not that kind of game. Oh.
Yeah, that one was definitely a loss because both paddles went up at the same time.
Alright, let's see. Which one should I go for? Which one? That looks fun. Oh, extra ball in the sinkhole.
What do we do, Twilight?
No! Well, still saved. Still annoyed.
Great! Did I do something wrong?
No.
Thank you all so much.
Shoot the kill now.
No! Wow, you can actually miss rewards. I didn't think that was a possibility.
No, you can't.
Great!
That's right, keep up there. No! Well, at least I got it saved still. Oh!
How did this happen?
You know, I now want people to make this a reality. You can't have the animated twice, but you can do a lot of fun with
What should we do
LED
to
screens.
celebrate? I vote for a cakewalk!
Admittedly, this really does replicate the experience, including the cheapassery of these tables.
I already got number one.
I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm right behind Jojo Mart. I'm right behind Jojo Mart. Alright, so that's the classic play. Let's try a play in arcade for giggles.
My Little Pony Pinball.
Of course, really quick, there's also local hot seat, which is fun if you have multiple people around. You can actually transfer around to multiple people. Number of players there. That's kind of cool. And also practice if you just want to try to practice more on the game and learn how to play it and stuff. Also challenges, distance, time, one ball flips. Let's go with this. We're gonna go with powers and see what happens.
I never leave home without my
I probably should have seen how they work. Okay.
If the villains are coming for a fight, we'll have.
Commander has the point. And if the physics are right, if you leave one paddle down, the other one could catch the ball.
Yeah, I know. It's just it's a bad habit. Really bad pinball habit.
And you brought up the paddle.
You're gonna do just fine.
I'm trying.
What makes you so sure? Because
See it right there.
I have faith in my friends, who also happen to be the best buckball players in Equestria. I've never been so sad in my whole life.
Wow, that was a mood jump.
But my friends have to be the best football players. I've never been so sad. I'm friends with nerds.
I'm friends with buckball players.
I saw a dancing Twilight earlier.
So that's how it works. Cozy glow?
Must hit the child. Must hit the racist child.
Good morning, little one.
If you get up the Twilight route, try to remember to hit the paddle
Not
when
so
it's
much
up there
racist, but
again.
manipulative child.
Oh, I beat the crap out of this cozy glow.
Not fluffy enough?
Some
Is
call
there
child
anything else we
services.
can do for you?
I want to
Understand
figure out
that
where's
you
that
can't
top
Oh.
paddle actually trying to send the
You're
ball.
gonna love it here, little gecko.
Because it looks like it's supposed to throw
Want more
across
juice?
or
What is it?
tree.
Not fluffy enough? Is there anything else we can do for you? Every adventure is heart-pounding. It's so rewarding. Relax. You're gonna do just fine. What
Oh, I
makes
should
you
have
so
slowed down
sure?
there.
Because I have faith in my friends, who also happen to be the best buckball players in Equestria.
Oh, you gotta hold it. I see. And, and bam! Oh.
Yeah, you've lost momentum overall.
Well, hello there, Mr. Ball. Hey! This game is easy! Yahoo!
Yeah, I'm trying to abuse the power now!
This game is a whole lot more fun than I thought it would be. It's exactly as much
Right,
fun as I
boy.
thought it would be.
This game can have bullet time if you use the arcade mode instead of the classic mode.
Yep.
Except for the a couple of times that Twilight will grab your ball.
Wait, shouldn't you be happy about that circuit?
I am thrilled when she grabs my ball.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, but I have the balls to say it.
No, you
Twilight-
didn't see me
Twilight's
do it.
the one grabbing my balls. You're busting my balls, Twilight. You're busting my balls.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a jokey way.
I see she has Pinkie Pie's cupcakes up there.
I thought they were just like another bumpers, but I didn't know
What
what
are we gonna
type of
do,
bumpers.
Twilight?
Same thing as we always do, Twilight, trying to save the world with friendship.
What shall we do to
That
celebrate?
was the line.
Game over. Alright, let me see. Looking at the time. Alright. We're gonna try one more. Ooh, number one. We're number one. We're number one. Ooh, wow. We actually got way up there. Look at that.
People
Wow.
prefer classic mode over arcade mode.
Apparently. Which
because
I can't blame
classic is
them.
generally more of a challenge.
Well, that and it's a pain in the butt to slow down the ball. I literally have my I have like a side finger extended to try to hold the S down while I'm hitting shift to hit the things.
I never leave home without my party cannon.
Oops.
Surprise attack!
Piggy on S.
Alright, we're gonna give it one more go here. Boom.
Sombra's back, and he's taking control of all of our friends.
Sombra.
Boom.
Now,
Mm-hmm. Ba-boom. Do. What?
No!
Relax. You're gonna
My
be just
bananas!
What makes you so sure? Because I have faith in my friends, who also happen to be the best buckball players in Equestria.
Do it.
No. Ah.
What I?
Oh!
For Equestria.
Oh, look at that! Twilight's about to blast it! Oh, you can even look at the image at the top left. Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, you know, I forgot. Pinball machines. The only thing more repetitive than RPG battle voice acting.
Oh God, yes, right?
Yeah.
Lance wants something a bit
Well,
meatier.
hello there, Mr. Ball.
Well,
That
Oh,
I always think, God, I always think of that one game that X-Play reviewed. It was one of the Atelier
Take 5
games,
every pony?
and it was just the thing where this one girl had a fire spell, and she just kept going, hot stuff coming your way. Like that's literally all she said every time you cast this one spell. So she kept casting it in the battle, and it was an action RPG. So she would just sit there and go, hot stuff coming your way, hot stuff coming your way, hot stuff coming your, just over and over and over again.
You can't beat us if we never give up.
we had a Chrissy.
I don't think our plan is working.
Oh, I apparently gotta give up. Sorry, I'm out of slow balls now. I actually have to play normally.
The most memorable pinball game for me was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one. And this was back in the 90s, before the
You're gonna be just
wave
fine.
of TMT nostalgia hit
What makes you
in
so
03.
sure? Because I have faith in my friends, who also happen to be the best football players in Equestria! Yahoo!
Oh, I see why that has a slowdown on the ramp up there.
I don't know either.
Well, when Twilight slows things down on the return ramps, that's right over the ramps that lead directly into the paddles.
Mm-hmm.
And
Having a
you
friend
see the
help out
letters
is pretty
for
great.
dash across the outer ball drops and the two paddle drops. You can
Boy,
shift around which lights are on or off, depending upon which paddles you press at what times. And you want, in general, there's
no!
Peter knows when to ask for help.
there's a mini points
What
boost
shall
if
we
you
do to
light up
celebrate?
all 4 letters.
I vote for a king.
Yeah, I figured there would be. Alright, so where did I get 5th? I got 5th. Alright, so yeah, that is the Pinball FX My Little Pony table. If you are curious, it isn't a bad price. The game itself is free. The pinball table is technically $6, but you'll have to buy a $10 purchase, a $10 token pack if you've never played the game before. So yeah. Of course, I do have a bunch of other pinball games. A lot of Star Wars games. I mean, look at this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if they do things right, they may also have ways of getting the token or tickets or tokens to get other boards
Yeah.
in the game, but who knows?
Hopefully so, but I'm not too confident.
Well, they also have tables from like really old tables from way back when. Roadshow, Indiana Jones, Pinball Adventure, Circus Voltaker, Monster Bash.
And they have a daily free board,
Yeah. Daily free that you could check out.
and those doing daily things might actually have weird achievos that also award things, hopefully.
Yeah, so I'd say it's worth definitely at least a look in, especially if you are a fan of pinballs. But yeah, for that is the Twilight. That is a My Little Pony one, and we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves transitioned over for a video segment of the show.